Evening, I'm David. Here are the latest updates on the Israel-Gaza conflict. In a significant setback for the US-led maritime task force in the Red Sea, aimed at safeguarding the passage of Israeli-owned and Israel-bound merchant vessels, France, Spain, and Italy have formally withdrawn their participation from the alliance. These three nations have explicitly affirmed their commitment to operating solely under the command of international bodies such as the United Nations, NATO, or the European Union, choosing not to align themselves with the United States. The French Defense Ministry, in a statement, expressed support for securing freedom of navigation in the Red Sea and the surrounding area, highlighting its current operations in the region. However, it clarified that its ships would remain under French command, and there was no mention of deploying additional naval forces. Italy's defense ministry also declared its intent to send the naval frigate Virginio Phase into the Red Sea to protect national interests in response to specific requests from Italian ship owners. It emphasized that this deployment was part of existing operations and not associated with the US-led naval coalition in the waterway. Furthermore, Spain's defense ministry announced its willingness to participate solely in NATO-led missions or EU coordinated operations, explicitly stating that it would not engage unilaterally in the Red Sea operation. In other developments, the Yemeni defense minister issued a statement indicating that the country's armed forces would escalate their strikes if Israel persisted in its military aggression and comprehensive blockade against Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. This adds a layer of complexity to the regional dynamics. The withdrawal of France, Spain, and Italy underscores the challenges faced by the US-led initiative in the Red Sea and raises questions about the future direction of maritime security efforts in the region. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu acknowledges the very heavy price Israel is paying in the Gaza war. The military reports 14 more soldiers killed in the Palestinian territory, bringing the ground assault total to 153. Saturday marked one of the deadliest days, with 166 more people killed in Gaza, according to the health ministry run by Hamas. The overall toll in Gaza since October 7 has surpassed 20,000 deaths and 54,000 injuries, mainly affecting women and children. Netanyahu states that despite the difficult situation, Israeli forces have no choice but to continue fighting. He reaffirms the goal of eliminating Hamas and ensuring the safe return of hostages in Gaza. The Israeli military reports killing more than 8,000 Palestinian fighters during the campaign, emphasizing the ongoing intensity of the conflict. Netanyahu warns that it will be a long war. U.S. President Joe Biden, a key ally of Netanyahu, emphasizes the critical need to protect civilian lives in a call with the Israeli Prime Minister. Biden refrains from calling for a ceasefire, believing it would benefit Hamas. The Israeli military continues its bombing campaign in Gaza, issuing evacuation orders for civilians. Reports indicate 700 Palestinian militants arrested during the ground offensive, and Israel claims to have almost full operational control of the north of Gaza. In a briefing, Netanyahu denies suggestions that President Biden persuaded him against further expanding the military operation. The Wall Street Journal had reported Netanyahu being talked out of attacking Hezbollah, an ally of Hamas in Lebanon. As the conflict intensifies, the situation remains dire, and the international community closely watches the developments. Thank you for joining us.